Hello everyone and welcome to Higher Plane Games. My name's Simon. Today we're taking a look at Hero Defense Haunted Island, a tower defense slash move around your army and conquer the undead game. It's available on Steam and PC. It wouldn't surprise me if it's been ported from a tablet or a mobile, to be fair, with the way how it's laid out, but it really is one of the more better tower defense games that I've played in recent times, with an awful lot of character behind it. Thank you so much to the publisher for providing me a copy of the game to review. However, as always, if a game is rubbish, I will say that it's rubbish, even if the copy has been given to me for review. I shall not be bought. And thankfully, I don't need to talk too much about many bad things with this game, because I've genuinely enjoyed the couple of hours that I've played with it so far already. So you start off in your town, which is a hub, which at the very beginning has no buildings in it at all, and you're slowly building stuff up and building your base, as it were, for your people that you're playing with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dive out into the levels, but I'm going to go for a very early one just so that I can explain how each of the levels work as we go along. So I'm just going to scroll back a bit. Come on, mouse, you can do this. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Do I want to do campaign or do I want to do medium again? I'll do medium again. But you can see that each map has like 2 or 3 different versions of it, each one getting progressively harder with more things. So there's plenty of replayability. There's also some like challenge modes for each of the levels as well. So like one-hit deaths for your like end goal kind of thing. So you can see the map is around. I'm moving the cursor around with my mouse. You can use the arrow keys to move around your actual army, and you can see that there was 2 different things that were going on there. In terms of, I'm hoping the first wave hasn't gone yet. No, it hasn't. There's 2 different paths that you can see that this one is taken. So it will tell you up on the top. You can see the waves that are coming. So the first 2 are going to be through the green line. Then it will change to the yellow. Over there you can see I can allow 5 people home before I get killed, essentially, and it's all game over. Of course, there's modifiers to help you play with just 1 hit, which makes it all the more stressful. So up on the top you get the waves of what's going on, and there's some keys on there. So some will tell you that they're slow but heavily armoured. You've got a little boss lady one there. Over on this side you can see how many angry mobs I've got, which is like a last dash. All the townspeople come out to help you, which you have to charge up and get. You also get frost bombs, which help people get slowed down on the waves that are coming through. Fire bombs and other alternative stuff that's going on. You can see there's 10 waves to stuff. Now down the bottom here are my characters. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to drag one to there. Alright. And he's going to start off at the very beginning. You can see when I click on him, you can see his sphere of influence. Then you right click to kind of move him around a little bit. And at the very beginning, my little second man isn't available just yet. But he is now. There you go, he's popped along. And he's got a very different set of skills, essentially. So I've decided that instead of charging up my first character, I've pulled the second one out. So the idea is that you move around the map to try and stop things. The old man, basically his wife's been killed by the zombies, I'm assuming. He is actually the first boss at the end of this map. So there's definite tactics in moving people around, understanding who does what. I'm just going to charge up him because I find him easily the most normal. Let's get the yellow path man over, and let's get the older man into there. And what I'm also going to do is to drag a firebomb in. Let's get him there. Let's do that as well so that we can save the townspeople. So hopefully this is making some vague sense, because actually there's quite a lot of different mechanics that are going on in this game that take a little while to get going. So the orbs that are coming off the little blue things, they're kind of like XP. You've also got coins and money so that you can buy other things back in your town. Charge up the old guy. This is going not too badly, actually. We're going to have to dive back to green, though, aren't we? Yes, we are. I always struggle with using arrow keys for moving around a map. You can see these ones are regenerative ones, so you've got to keep hitting the same ones to make sure that they don't regenerate all their health quick. And you can see that there's little houses in the middle. They're like additional townspeople that you can try and save, if at all possible. This one's got a boss person in. I don't want to lose town people. I think we're going to. Ah, just. Right, quick, back to the yellow path. Just get them over. We know this is going to be a tight one. Oh, just. So yeah, in terms of tower defense and the way how this works, I really like the way how the graphics has like this cute B-movie type feel to it. I wish that this could all be mapped out onto a game controller, though. I think that's my only downside of the actual controls, because you really, I think it's just me being not part of the PC master race. I really desperately want to be able to right and left analog stick and rear triggers. It just seems to lend itself really well to that. I really enjoyed the voice acting and the fact that there's a proper story that's running throughout this whole tower defense game. No matter how kooky and silly it is, there is still a story, and I'm still very much enjoying it. And I can't wait to meet the new characters that are coming along and seeing how they add to the dynamic of stuff. And I can only see the game getting more and more awkward with the management of what you're doing as you go along. Speaking of sound, actually, though, as well, here we go. Bones O'Malley is coming along, who is actually the little blue guy that I'm running around with at the moment. It's all okay. Kill him! Kill him quick! Set off that. Damn you and your respawning. I think we're going to be okay. If there is an issue with sound that doesn't come from the actual voice acting itself, it's that actually some of the music and some of the fanfares have a really weird like panning, as if it's not being done properly in stereo. Oh no, it's going to eat someone. Ah, bugger. Right at the end as well. Dumb. That's annoying. It's like that victory fanfare comes only in the right of your ear, and then it's like it flicks across to the left. It's really weird. I thought it was my earphones breaking, but it's happened on every single level. So it's bizarre. So you can see things level up. I sound additional 2 townspeople. Yay. And so what will then happen is that you'll then go to the town, upgrade your skills. We'll go for that one that time. And then for you, sir... that one. And then you can continue on your way. So I don't have any gems, so I can't upgrade any of the bits and bobs, but I've got some more coins. So what I can do potentially is then go and buy some more runes if I wanted to. And the runes switch out and help you upgrade your weapon as you go along. So you can just upgrade your weapon stats wise. Or you can swap out some of these runes so that every time I leveled up my character, and you saw me with the orbs down in the bottom left hand corner upgrading stuff, each level that you go up between 5 and then infinity, you custom design how you want to do that with the runes that come along. And I think that's quite a nifty system. So I've already got one where it gives me an additional projectile because he fires his guns quite nicely. And also to reduce the cost of upgrading him. Was what I done. Upgrading my weapon allowed me to put a second rune in on level 2. Additional projectiles, and I think it's just more damage as you go along. And then I've not actually had enough gems to update my little old man. But you can kind of see where this is all going. And there's a vault that allows me to exchange gold for gems. Can't wait for that to come along. And then like a Monsterpedia, essentially. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the game so far. I'm not going to show too much of it because that's kind of a round of how it goes. And this is a kind of game where actually I'm really enjoying the story and I want to probably do a let's play of this at a later point. So I'm going to give this a 1 3/4 thumbs up. I've had some slight performance-y issues occasionally with it. Where the screen freezes, and with that sound issue sometimes the sound also gets a little bit jarry. Doesn't happen very often, and when it has, it's gone very, very quickly. But on the whole of it, the actual premise and the gameplay and the way how stuff is balanced, I'm really thoroughly enjoying. And I also really like, I'm just going to dive onto it again, the level up stuff. It gives you ratings. I'm not going to click on that. So if I dive back to here, it now knows that I'm leveled up to be able to do that with no problem at all. Oh, it won't let me do the next one for that specific level. So it knows that I'm capable and able to do that. If I was to go for level 3, at the moment it thinks or it understands that that is impossible, whereas that's doable. So it lets me know kind of if it's any good. There you go, you've got a wing challenge. What's a skull challenge? You only have 1 life. Finish the map without any consumables, so that means that I can't throw anything about anywhere. So it seems to update kind of how good it expects you to be. So, plenty of fun to be had. I'll be coming back to this. Thank you so much for watching on Higher Plane Games. Please do like, comment and subscribe should you feel the need to do so. And if you do enjoy what I do, I also have a Patreon running where you can support your indie creators, bringing truthful and honest reviews and games to you. Take care all. Bye.